Alrighty, we're not really expecting anybody at this hour, but just in case anyone wants to hang out or watch that, we worked on the, oh yeah, it's nighttime right now. For me, it's 9:40, so we're not going to be doing this for very long. We're going to go and turn off the video capture because, yeah, so we are going to go ahead and bring up GIMP somewhere. Did I close it? Oh, it didn't like that it was minimized. Really? If I minimize it? Yeah, interesting. Alrighty. So we have quite a bit to be working on this. I also got some eggnog. I didn't know which brand to get, but I figured that, hey, just in case, I'll go with lactose free. And ooh man, that was a mistake. Because it tastes nasty. But we'll finish it and I'll get something else later. Oop. Perfect. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is, which ship do we ship? This back. We're gonna go ahead and hide that. We're gonna bring up the Kiku. Pretty certain that's Kiku. So they have a sandy kind of color for their dirt. What we can also do is go ahead and bring up, we're gonna hide GIMP. And we're gonna go back, new game. Domination, Kiku, base. So the main thing we're gonna be doing about this is taking a careful look at some things. First off, their sandy color. It's actually more of a yellow. And then we have the actual, it's pretty much the same exact color as the sand. As they don't seem to have dirt like most of the other tribes do. Like if we go to Quetzali, they've actually got red. And then if we go to like Shinshi, ooh, and Yadak over here too, that makes that easy. So Yadak, they've got a dirt color. Shinshi, they've got a dirt color. Some other tribes also have a slightly different variation, but Kiku, they've got sand everywhere. The one thing we're definitely going to want to be adding to the coast is sand. Alrighty. Yeah, and it's going to be this banana color. We're going to go ahead and head straight back to GIMP. And we're going to be wanting to get some of that banana. We're going to go ahead and show this. We're going to hide this. We're going to bring this back because we could just grab this color right here. Those of you who are here, y'all having a good night? Well, we're gonna go ahead, grab the color of this pixel, and then we're gonna go ahead and hide that. So the new thing we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be adding a coast. We're gonna go ahead and not focus on the starship, the starfish. I added that. Of course we're keeping it. We're gonna keep the starfish. We're going to add more detail to that, but I think I really just want to get the coast and just make this look a lot nicer for the most part. I also could, in theory, give this a different color for a different tribe, such as Shinshi, to make it look like it's all connected, but I think I just want to keep it simple on one tribe color. And what we're now going to do is we're going to go to landscape, add a new one, and this is going to be the sand layer. And with this sand layer, we are going I reorganized this. There we go. Paths. I'm just gonna go from here, 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 here. I don't really want it to line up perfectly. I'm okay with it not lining up super perfect. We are going to zoom in, go to that 400%. We're gonna bring this to about here, to there, that to... I need to just add another one here. Yeah. How do I get rid of these? Alt. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. None of those. So bring it to 150. That's probably more appropriate. Bring this over to here. Bring this over to here. This over to here. Maybe I do want. Oop, not bad. Maybe I do want to go ahead and just. Ooh, or what about extra sand? Like here-ish? And then maybe something like this and make it look like it's all one bit, or you actually just go there. We're gonna go to that. Right, we're gonna do that. I think maybe extra sand actually looks a lot nicer. Then we're gonna bring this a lot there. This over here. We're gonna zoom in yet again. Zoom. There. That goes to here. This to go here. Into here. We're just gonna follow this. Leo, if you're going after the eggnog, the answer is no. Sorry, Cleo. I love you too. Oh, you want this toy. Got it. That's fine. You can go after that. And it's gone. Alright, we need to hide the... Where is it? The port. Just for a moment. Go back to the sand layer. This goes here. This goes here. Boom. Flows right there. So now if we add a banana, fill path, fill. Perfect. Sort of. And we can bring the ports back. Let's zoom back to the 50%. Yeah, it does look a little better. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do Control Z, Control Z. We're going to kind of have it go out to here. And we're going to do this with the sole purpose of making it look like it's going into the water. Ah, no, don't do that! Alright, there. I'm gonna zoom in on that. There's gotta be a way for me to add a point. I can remove points like this? Oh, I doing shift? Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what I was needing. There. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I'm gonna kind of just put this over here. This goes to here. It's probably the best way. We're gonna make it look like it's actually arcing downwards. So now, alright, now we're gonna go ahead and fill the path. Fill. Perfect. Then we're gonna go to water V2. We're gonna make a duplicate. Bring it over the sand. And we're gonna then undo. How are we gonna do this? First, we're gonna go ahead and deselect. Bring the port back. That looks okay, but I want to make it look like it's, in the water. So, port like that. We're gonna hide our sand really fast. And then next, we're gonna do the magic wand. Control D for the land. Then on this water V2 copy, delete. Go back over here to land number 1. V2 copy, delete. Perfect. Bring this over the sand, bring the sand up. Bring the port back. And then this water V2 copy. Attributes. We're just gonna bring it to that 50%. More? Maybe more. Yeah, I think more, especially since we kind of have this, and I think we're gonna have to move this crop a tiny bit. Opacity 75-ish. Hey, that looks a lot better. Perfect. There's one thing of sand. Go and save. And now we're going to create a new layer, more sand. Sand 2. Zoom in 400. Deselect that. How do we do this? I think the best way for us to do this is we need to go ahead and hide this bridge. And then we're just going to connect this right over here, just ever so slightly. I just bring it over to here. Here, because if we so there's the bridge, bring it to there. I just bring it here and close this loop up. Fill the path, fill. If we bring the bridge back, like that. That's a little too much, is the issue. Yeah, I think that's no good. We'll try one more time, where I just say, you know what, the way that is probably good. Here, and then close this up, fill the path, deselect, bring the bridge back. The issue is I think it's just too much sand. I think I'm okay actually having it look like there's nothing there, because then it kind of just makes it look like it's a little bit of a cliff. We will, however, still include it over here, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Let's have this here. There. There. Tiny little bit right there. Yeah, just a tiny sliver is what I want to show right there on that spot. Gotta hide the boat. It's the beauty of using layers. There. Oh, we gotta hide this fool right over here. Where are you at? There you are. It's there, that goes there, that goes there. If I added like quite a bit of coast right there, and then bring it that, just do that right there, and then just add it to make it look a little bit more live. To here, close that up. Fill the path. I need to hide this bridge. Perfect. Bring the boat back. Yeah, you're not even gonna see it on that side. And then bring you back. But we have now depth. I think there's a tad bit too much right over there. So we're gonna zoom in and we're just gonna manually erase it. Where is it located? Eraser. There we go. That's a lot better. So we zoom out. Yeah, that looks a lot more natural. That looks a lot better. We're going to save that. Now, one thing to bring to our attention is this crop in particular. It's not looking where it needs to be. Number 3, right over here. Or, better yet, because I kind of like its positioning, we're just going to move it a tiny bit, and then we're going to go ahead and take the erasure on this, and we're going to get rid of this little thing that's making it look kind of out of place. There we go. You, crop 3 copy, get you to kind of do the same thing. And I don't think we have that issue anywhere else. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and save that. We're going to hide this. We're going to hide this. We're going to hide all the crop layers. And look at that. We are one step closer to where we want to be. Now, I had some people complaining about the background, so for the sky, we're going to go ahead and add a gradient layer. Sky gradient. And then need this to go ahead and just be that color. Okay. And I know there's a gradient tool here somewhere. Perspective clone. Smudge. I know there's a gradient tool. I saw it when accidentally pushing all the buttons. Gradient. So we go ahead and do something like this. Control Z. Way too bright. If we just do this from here all the way to here. Right? I change this to black. Oh, we can modify the color. That's perfect. I want a little bit more of a yellow hue to it. And let's add a tiny bit of red. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Go. That. It's looking a lot better. What do y'all think of that? Of course, I can always modify this gradients again layer. Ah, it turns out it was a lot easier. We're gonna go ahead and head over to a new layer yet again. It just needs to be a tiny bit brighter. Really hard to get it where I want it to be. I was also considering just making it a yellow. I think yellow is just too yellow, so I think just right here should be fine. Again, we can always modify this on a later day. So we're gonna go ahead and keep that. What's next? So I've got a lot of little layers to be, like little shadows to be adding to all of the plants. Fortunately, because they're in order to make them look like they actually exist. Oh, this eggnog is absolutely terrible. I wonder if I should add anything to it. Maybe just milk to... Because it tastes powdery. Can also, I wonder if I think I should just add more sand over here. I'm gonna do sand 3. New layer. Sand 3. And I'm gonna quickly just do a color picker, boom. Then we're just gonna have you go here, here, here. Close the gap. Fill path. Yeah, that looks a lot better. There. What's next? Makes it really hard to see does make it really hard to see the gray from the market is the issue. I think it just needs to be a white, just like this. Honestly, I think just the Kiku banana is the perfect color. We'll go with that, not a yellow, because look at that. Now we can actually see the market, and it's not too much in the way. So that's perfect. Next, is it time to just finally give Tolby a body? Because we still got quite a bit that we can do. We still need some shading and texturing for the ground. Still got, I guess I technically could add a shadow to the lighthouse really fast. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that really fast. Where's the lighthouse? Lighthouse, we're just gonna, it's bigger. We're gonna go all the way to the bottom of this. Add a layer, shadow. Perfect. And then it's just going to be black. 400%. Goes boom. 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 Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Fill the path. Then 30%? Nope, more. 50%. Boom. Now we have a shadow on that. That looks better. It's time for me to just go ahead and add a gradient to the, I think we go ahead and just add a gradient to the water. What's that? I wonder how a blue and pink sunset gradient would look for the sky. I was kind of considering that. We could try that. There's no reason saying we can't. Let's go ahead and try that real fast. Why not? Sky gradient pink. And this one's going to be sky gradient banana. Banana. I'm going to go ahead and pinkish. And we're talking about like that Polytopia pink. We need a tad bit more blue. A little more green to make it brighter. That should be a lot better, right? No, don't do that button. Gradient. That's kind of a sunset, which it looks, I mean, I'll definitely say it looks pretty good. We can go ahead and hide this one really fast. Also, technically, be crazy and this at 50% and mix the two. But I think that kind of goes in the wrong direction. Back to 100. So it looks pretty good. Looks like it's going into dawn or dusk ever so slightly. I think I was trying to go for more of a morning feel, but I don't know. We could definitely sleep on that on this kind of gradient. Oh, I think it's oh, I was kind of going with something a little pinker as well, but it makes it a little tiny bit harder to see the market compared to the white. Other than that, like, it looks like it'd definitely be an okay setting. Yeah, they really do both look good, honestly. We're now gonna do water. Water gradient. Okay. Z. Alrighty, and then if I go ahead and hide this, it's going to make that part ugly. And it also, see, adding a water gradient just really makes things difficult. Because then we also got to fix, have the gradient be for this thing here, and then we got to fix the gradient for the water over here. So if I do something like that, of course, you know, ignore the sky being completely overtaken. So let's go ahead and just set that in stone. Then what we're gonna do is grab water, magic brush, just select this, Control I to invert, delete. Alrighty, so ignoring the silly gradient issue here for the starfish. What about that for being able to go to the ocean? Of course, it could also be too many gradients. Control Shift A. Might just be too many gradients. I may need to just, instead of going with a gradient, see in my head I think the gradient was going to seem better, but I think I actually just need to go just from a solid one color to a solid another. It also gives me less of a headache when trying to add the effects where they're in the water. So, well, you know, we're going to do Control Y, and then we're just going to hide this layer. There's no reason for us to fully get rid of it. Ocean. Hide the boat really fast. Where's the boat? Go to the lighthouse, hide you. I'm gonna hide you. Boom, 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 boom. Cage transformation. Why are you doing that now and you never had to do this before? This is worrying me. I feel like everything's about to break. Alright, so if we bring the boat back to like this angle. So what about that angle? Yeah, that angle. There we go. That's probably better. We're gonna go ahead and fill in. Oh, it's because I'm using the wrong tool. I'm gonna go ahead and hide that boat again, just in case we need to move the boat anywhere. boom, boom, boom. Ah, who knows? I think the boat basically covers everything. Alright. Then we're going to go ahead and fill the path. Fill. Then we're going to go to order V2 copy. Magic brush. Select this. Go to ocean. Control I to invert. Deleted. And then we can do Control Shift A to deselect, save. We can bring the boat back. It's not terrible. I don't like it though. I think it's the fact. I think I'm making it too complicated for myself over here. So I think what I'm going to do is we're just going to reselect. We're going to bring the boat back. And we're just going to have it go pretty much around here. Fill path, fill. Fill Z. What about that? Fill path, fill. It's much better. Then, once again, we're going to go ahead, magic brush, select, invert, ocean, delete, select everything, save. And then for the starfish, what we can then do, where's that starfish? Starfish, there you are. Boop, boop. And then floating. We're gonna go ahead and shift that back to 100% opacity. Bucket, where's the paint bucket? Brush, paintbrush. Where's the paint bucket? There's got to be a paint bucket somewhere. Gotta be a paint bucket. There we go. We're gonna go and zoom in. Bop, 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 bop. Close. Go this away-ish. Go this away-ish. Perfect. Fill path. Fill. Back to that. 75-ish. Fantastic. Look at that. Now we have our waving starfish in the ocean. Save. Man, I'm probably gonna have to add another... Probably gonna have to add another like boat or something to scale to go like, look, this starfish is big. Because right now it kind of just looks there. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna worry about that later. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and minimize this. All right, that's looking a lot better. So we have our, oh no, we are missing this. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and grab deforms selection with a cage, create and edit paths. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. There we go. Delete everything in that. What if I select all of this and select the eraser tool? No, we cannot. So what we're going to do is we're just going to make a big eraser. And then we're just going to get rid of all the important stuff. That way we still have our shallow water over there. I'm not going to worry about hiding the boat. If we need to, I will. But we got rid of the important stuff, and that's the stuff that we can see. Oh, we should probably add some fish or something. Because we still have fish, and fish can also be in the ocean. So I could add some fish, like jumping in the ocean, and those could be a lot smaller. Those don't really have to be that big, too. I could probably do something like that. What's my next goal going to be? Maybe it's just time to start giving Tolby a body so he can start sitting on that boat. I think so. Maybe we should just go ahead and give Tolby a body. Body! First off, we're going to go and move the head just a little bit. I'm pretty certain on the original one I have the body at an appropriate scale. So let's see if I can do that again. I'm so nervous. Alright, well, we're going to go and zoom in. Not too much. We're going to kind of have it just bonk bonk. Should it be sitting or standing? I don't know, we can decide that in a moment. But I think this is the correct angle to have it at. Then we need color picker to be that. Fill in the custom path. Let's try that again. So I can also just try to make it as where it looks like he's kind of sitting directly forward and has his head turned. I feel like that's a lazy route though. I don't know, part of me is just because of the way everything's kind of set up, I think I should just have it where his body is turned a little bit and make it a tiny bit taller. Then it's just gonna ever so slightly body. Something like that, followed by that, there, then close it off. If only I could hide his shield. Oh no, don't do that, that's not what I wanted. Nope. There you go. Control Shift. Get rid of that. Hide this. Fill the path. Fill. I'm gonna hide that under the body. Hiding bodies. Wait. Then we're gonna go ahead and body again. just going to be extra safe and just add extra. Then I'm going to bring this back up. I think, yeah, we're just going to use the base of that neck. There. Hide. Fill in the path. Fill. Boom! Look at that. Now he's got a little body. What am I looking for? We want to kind of just join all these together, so that way we can move the entire thing! Control save. There, we got a body now. Honestly, this makes it look like I'm trying to have him stand. What? Lighthouse? Oh man, one of these pillars is completely locked up. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Alright, so now we can lock all these up to move it all together at once without moving anything else. And honestly, I think he should be standing here, kind of with like his hand up or something. Could also have him like closer here to the edge and have his, or even just right here with his feet propped up. Because if we can have him standing and just be just a tiny bit taller. We'll figure that out in a moment. Let's go ahead and make some feet. New layer. Foot. This one, we're gonna go ahead and zoom in just so we can get the proper scaling. Then we're gonna go bop, bop, bop. Taller. I thought he'd be taller. Close. There we go. And then once again, we're gonna steal this color. Pop. Okay. Close. And fill the path. Alright, next, new layer. This layer is going to be called foot. There. You know what? What I'm going to do, I'm just going to move this here. We're going to go from here, here, there, there, and then close the gap. All right, this one, I'm going to grab this color right here. Okay. Close this up, fill in the path, fill. And then we're going to grab another foot. One, two, three, four, close. And then one final fill, which is going to be grabbing this color, fill path, And we're going to move all three of these feetsies together. Two. Delete just a little bit. Too much. Still too much. Control Shift A. Zoom in even further. Is that doing what I needed to do? Yeah, kind of. Then for the foot, we're once again going to delete like there we go. So now move this entire foot all at once. That's looking a lot better. So I can kind of have them just like sitting here. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and merge these two layers. Then we're going to go ahead and duplicate it. We're just going to move this duplicated layer over here. So this is him. You can bring his feet down just a little bit, a little more. Go and merge this body all together. Then kind of just bring it over here ever so slightly, and then just move the head like there. So that's him just sitting on the boat. Or what we can do is we could bring both of these above it. We can then move his feet, one foot like right here, one foot. They don't actually have to be equal with each other. They could be a little bit uneven. Honestly, if we do something like that, I think that feels a tiny bit more alive. Feels more like, woohoo, he's up and he's celebrating. Yeah, I think that's actually more appropriate. Bring this foot back just ever so slightly. Better yet, what if we flip this one and then have it where it's like that? What about that? I wasn't expecting that, were y'all? We need to move the entire character a little bit. That way it looks like he's kind of standing on the boat. There we go, and then we can unlock all those. Then we'll add proper shading to the feet in a moment. But yeah, so I think something like that's probably pretty appropriate. Yeah, actually, that looks really good. I'm pretty happy with that. Of course, he ain't done. He needs a hand at least. So here's the question, which is whenever... I'm just going to go to the Steam page really fast. See, they do give them hands every once in a while. But, like, what do they use for hands besides these highly detailed stuff they just use? Do they just use blocks? Well, Highly detailed hands. Don't get me wrong, they look good. But I am not making that detailed of a hand. That is not happening. Maybe I do. Maybe I do go ahead and make the hands. Yeah, maybe I do go ahead and just make the hands. Not looking forward to that. Alright, well. Alright. Done. We're done complaining. Time to go ahead and just do it. Oh man, just had a wave of tiredness hit me. So, what we're probably gonna do, I wish I was gonna be able to finish this, but we've got a lot of shading to do. We've got a lot of detail to do on this grass. We're gonna finish up the Tolby character. We're gonna definitely give him a hand at least. And so, hand. I'm gonna zoom in pretty much to there. Pretty much it's something like that. Oh. It is something. It looks their hands look similar to that. Almost exactly like that. Go ahead and put you here. And that. We're gonna remove that. That. That way we can then just put this here. Hold tab. Something like that. Just trying to get these Polytopia hands right. So you think the hand's probably big enough, so I'm just gonna bring this over here. Click, click, boom. Click, click. Now I see what I'm doing wrong. That's probably a tad bit too big. Is it too big? Oh, only a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Gotta zoom in even more. Boom. Tab, tab. That's not what I wanted. Still not what I wanted. Alright, that looks good. And we're gonna grab this color. Fill the path. Perfect. Because sure, it's supposed to have like regular hand colors, but not on this one. Not for my character. You can do it for other characters. And boom, 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 boom. There. Need this pointing that away, and I need this pointing that away towards the vanishing point. And then this one is going to be... What is this for? This is for the outro screens that I do for my live streams. So that way we just have more art. Fill in the path. Close this up. We're gonna move. Absolutely, and everyone's kind of been given some advice. I tried. We try to be as inclusive here as we can. That is way too big. We're gonna reduce the size of that and just go just ever so slightly. Won't be able to notice a thing. Still won't be able to notice a thing. There we go. Perfect. Then we can move this hand wherever we see fit. As there we go. Just like that. Yeah, Resorb, welcome to the stream. We're not going to be doing this for too much longer. We've been working on this for about 3 days now. But yeah, this is basically art that's being made in preparation for the Naval update. This is not going to be any official art. This is just, you know, fan-created content. I do not own anything that comes to the Holotopia art assets, like the merge between the headgear for Quetzali and the oh shoot, what's that tribe? It's a skin that Oromaji, the Condor mask. I technically don't own. I do not own those. I just, you know, it's part of the game. These are all, you know, inspired art inspired by it, but I drew these myself, including the boat and all that, including the starfish, including all the crops. And all that stuff I did myself, but this stuff came from the game and was merged together. So, you know, just for copyright reasons, you know, just, when it comes to everything, I don't own this, but everything else, you know, I did myself. And well, what I'm going to do for now, because I'm just going to be lazy. Well, you know what? We should definitely have like, this is the default hand, but what I think I want to do is just have the other hand be where it's pointing inwards, so that way it looks like he's looking out into the horizons for the new naval update. I think that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to go ahead and add another hand, number 2, 200. And you know what I think I'm actually going to do? We're just going to grab this one, we're going to duplicate it, move it over here, and we're going to rotate it. Not scale, we're going to rotate. Adjust to here, and then we're going to rotate to something like that. But I'm going to redraw it because it doesn't look at all the way I want it to. But at least we have it for size comparisons. I know nothing about Polytopia, now I'm curious about it. So Polytopia is, I can relaunch the game really fast. It's a turn-based strategy game. You can actually play it on all mobile devices. It's free. There's some content locked behind a little bit of a paywall, but everything is pretty cheap and affordable. But it's a simple turn-based strategy. It's the developer made it with intentions that, you know, his child can play it sometime in the future, which I think they're basically old enough now to. But it's become very I wouldn't say very popular, but heck, even Elon Musk during COVID was like, everyone's got to be playing this, and so I was playing it since before COVID, but yeah, this game's been around for a while. So we're gonna go ahead and just hide GIMP, go straight to the Battle of Polytopia, and let's put on a tutorial music really fast. Because I actually do these live streams to help introduce people and answer people's questions. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and do we're gonna do a creative game. So these are all the tribes in the game. There's 16, but on the free version, there's just going to be these 4: Shinshi, Imperius, Barter, and Omaji. Out of all of these, well, Barter used to be the strongest, but the game's getting some changes in about 9 days, and that might change. So, but at least what I would probably do is still start off with Barter. So we're going to go ahead and pick Barter. I'm going to set it to domination, 1 opponent. We'll do it, well, I'm going to do it on crazy, so you'll get to see what that looks like. And I'm going to do a lakes map on small. So we're just going to do this for you real fast. So one quick game. Here's where everything is. There is also a tutorial in the game, but we have our guys that we can move around. And this is our city. We can train a new guy if we wanted to, but we also have some technology as well as this thing about hunting. What this one allows us to do is we can hunt these animals, and once this blue bar fills all the way up, the city levels up, and then we can choose a reward. And as it's turn-based, you know, I'm gonna go and end my turn, and on this new turn, I'm just gonna move this guy once again, and it's pretty much like it's a little nice war game. We're gonna go ahead and just end our turn. We're gonna move this guy onto this village to try to capture it. We're gonna move this guy over here, and I'm gonna get this warrior over here for other reasons. Let's see, and I'm just gonna play through this game just really quickly. But it's just it's a nice little war game that you get to play. I'm going to learn a new technology before capturing this city. So I'm going to go to the tech tree and pick up forestry, and then capture this city. I should not have trained this guy. Oh, that's my bad. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Let's see, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to chop this forest, and then I'm going to hunt these 2 animals so I can level this city up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an explorer this time. It means I have less stars per turn. So use stars to buy everything. In this case, I'm going to get an explorer, and he's going to wander around the map. We found a lighthouse. This isn't in the version that'll be on the mobile version until the new update comes out. And he's just going to explore the map for me. Now in this case, I got very unlucky and he went the wrong direction. And it made me sad, but it's okay. I'm going to go and move these units this way. I'm going to end my turn one more time. And right now I'm actually kind of just looking for wherever my opponent is, as well as more villages. Aha! New territory, and my opponent is going to be playing as Patrikios. I'm going to go ahead and build a lumber hut. Lumber hut. Lumber hut. And this time the reward is different because it leveled up to level 3. I can get either a city wall to defend my city or resources. There's nothing for me to defend from, so I'm going to take those resources so I can get a lot more nicer things down the road. We'll end this turn. And one thing to note is there are now blue borders around this mountain, which means my opponent is right here. Look at that. Now the territory is very different because Imperius has a different kind of territory. What I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take climbing here. What climbing does is it allows my units to go onto these mountains. So beforehand I couldn't, but now this warrior can. And now I get to find the Imperius tribe, and since I met them for the first time, I get a reward of stars. And since I'm also standing on the mountain, he can see a lot further away. So there's a lot of little nice stuff that goes into this game. And let's see, I'm gonna take organization. We're gonna get this fruit. We're gonna get this fruit. We're gonna level up the city to level 3. Get riding. And now I can train a new kind of unit, riders. And riders are nice because they move really fast. However, they have less defense, so you gotta be careful about where you place them. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and capture this city over here. We're gonna build a lumber hut, fruit, get a workshop. We're just gonna start moving this rider over. Get even more resources, train another rider. I'm going to end it this turn. And let's see how fast I can try to kill this computer. With my level of experience that I have in this game, these computers are not that big a deal for me. So I'm going to see if I can try to wrap this game up pretty quick. I'll try to continue to explain everything I'm doing. At this point, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do a rider rush. So we're going to just get a rider here, rider here. Oh, that was a misplay. I should have leveled this city up one more time. I'll do that next turn. Yes, we're going to go and get one more warrior, and then we'll end the turn there. Does this have multiplayer on it as well? Absolutely. This game does have multiplayer. In fact, pretty much whenever I'm streaming, that's pretty much what we're exclusively doing is playing multiplayer games. Bop. Bring this on back. We're gonna harvest fruit. Fruit. There's multiplayer for live games, which are, it's like compared to speed chess, it's a game that's supposed to be played pretty quickly, and those games can take anywhere from like 15 minutes to, which we've had on my live stream, maybe 2.5 hours. But more than likely, they take about 30 minutes on average, like 15, 30 minutes depending. Resources. We're gonna go bop, and then I'm gonna siege my opponent's city. And now that I've actually, killed an opponent's unit, I actually have a new task where if I get kill enough of my enemy units, I get a reward of a monument. Same thing if I explore enough of the map, or if I level up a city high enough, I get this cool thing called a monument. And monuments are very powerful, and you want those. You definitely want them. Moving these guys out. I'm gonna go ahead and build lumber huts. Lumber huts. Lumber huts. Lumber huts. And this time, since it's level 4, I have the choice of getting more population or border growth. On a quick observation, I don't get a very big reward. It would expand the borders of the city to go all the way out to here. which sometimes can be good, but in this case, I'm not really getting a lot. Like, I'd be getting one fruit, a forest tile, add in a forest. I'll get a lot more if I just do population growth, and boom, it already has 3 new pops added to the city, making it easier for me to level it one more time. And leveling it up to level 5 is really good. That's really one of the key things you're going to be looking for, is level 5 cities. Bop it bop. Retreat you over to here. Bop. So what I would like to do is, there's nothing else for me to get to level up. But if I get this mathematics technology, then I can get this sawmill, which will give me more population, and then I can level up that city to level 5. One thing to note is the more cities you have, the more expensive all this technology here gets. So I'm going to go ahead and just pick up this technology this turn, so that way next turn I can fully benefit from it. Move you here, move this here, end the turn. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that thing I said I was going to do. But first, I'm going to build a catapult. I'm going to move this rider here, and then I'm going to build a sawmill. And now I have the choice between getting a park, which improves my economy and gets me more points, or to get a very powerful giant unit. Oh my goodness, that's quite a bit of time. Yep, but unless I'm doing when I'm doing the live streams, I'll play live games, because, you know, we got to make sure these games end. But whenever I'm actually playing my regular games, I do either 24-hour or 7-day games, because I've got a job. I can't sit down and play a game like that all the time. So you'll definitely find a lot of people. I myself will be one of them that can, you know, sit down and help you out. Now, in order to access multiplayer, you do have to buy at least one tribe on the game, but tribes are, I can't remember if they're like $1 or $2. So overall, it's pretty affordable. We're gonna keep moving around, trying to find stuff. I'm gonna harvest this fruit, so that way the city no longer is in red, negative population. We're gonna recover here, we're gonna recover here. We're gonna go ahead and capture this. Hunt, forests, or fruit. We're gonna go ahead and get a workshop, improve that economy. And I'm gonna go ahead and capture this here, and we'll end the turn. Move this over here. At this point, I really am just trying to close out this game, because my opponent's capital should be somewhere around here. If I go sailing, I can put units onto the water. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. So that way this warrior can go into the water right here. Oh my goodness, their capital's gonna be right here. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and fruit. I'm gonna explore. So I found their capital. Got a lighthouse, it's gonna level up my capital by 1 pop. Oh boy, that's a bummer. Oh goodness. That's a good thing I am moving my catapults forward then. They're going to keep moving these forward here, move these forward here. We'll put you here, we'll put this here. Really need to get the roads technology. That'll move all of my units forward way faster. I'm gonna go ahead and get me more resources. So now I'm at 8. I can get fishing next turn. Let's see. And we're gonna get one more catapult here and pass the turn. See, because he has city walls, so it's gonna be really hard to siege this city. But that is my main goal, is to siege that city, because once I siege the capital, then the game's over, I win. We're gonna move this here, we're gonna move this here. These catapults have an attack range of 3, so they can start sieging down this city in just one moment. Move you here, move you here. Oh, that actually was a bad tile for me to put that on. Oh well, not a big deal. Move that giant forward ever so slowly. That bomber, not happy with what I am potentially seeing. We're gonna get a rider here. We're gonna get another rider here. Hey, how's it going, Superficial Intelligence? We had somebody new to the stream, and they were asking what this game's about. So we're just doing a quick game against a bot before I go back to the yard. And we're gonna get another rider. At this point, pretty much ready. Just start rushing towards the bot's capital. Oh my goodness. Alright. Go ahead and bring that down. Go ahead and kill that. Bop it a bop. Bring this on back. Go over here. Bop. Secures that siege. We're gonna go ahead and get this aquaculture, so I can turn this into a rammer and absolutely destroy this other unit. So there's nothing my opponent should be able to do in order to unsiege this city. Found all the monuments. Go ahead and hit that over there. Get another rider. Lumber Hots. I'm going to expand the borders of my capital. So notice now this capital has a lot of territory in here. Put this back over here. Anything else? Yeah, it's good to see you again, Superficial Intelligence. Bring this right over here, and we're at this point, we're just protecting my city, just to make sure nothing bad happens. End the turn. So when we capture this, oh right, domination is I have to capture every city. So we're gonna go ahead and get a scout. Oh wait, I could just do this. So we're here, we're gonna just rush everything forward as quickly as we can. Need that to heal up. Ooh, free population from those ruins. That's fantastic. What I could do with that is build me a park for more economy. Generally, that's a bad idea. But in this case, like, there's no reason for me to get a giant all the way back there. Ooh, I got a swordsman from these ruins. Put you here. Get that siege going. Upgrade this to a rammer. Zip this forward and get that kill. And now we have a whole bunch of monuments. So what monuments do is they cost absolutely nothing to place. So like I could place one here and it gives me 3 population in a city. So like I could place this Eye of God here, and that gives me 3 more, which will allow me to get another upgrade, and I'm just gonna get another park because why not? And you know what, let's also get a gate of power. We're gonna get a gate of power right here. There you go, we got a gate of power, so that I can get an animal, and boom, we're just gonna get another park. There you go. The game is, it's pretty simple. It's one of those, it's easy to learn, hard to master. Because there's a lot of neat tips and tricks that you can do to really improve your gameplay. Like learning exactly how units are pushed whenever you try to get a unit when there's already one on that city. Like, for instance, if there's a good place I could do a giant push. I think no, we're gonna go and do one here. So, lumber hot, lumber hot, lumber hot, sawmill, and then fruit. If I get a giant, it's gonna push that unit off the city, and just learning exactly how those kind of mechanics work really will help enhance gameplay. Yeah, in general, that is a very quick game on a small map against a bot. There's also a lot of Discord channels. You can join my Discord channel, which is available in the description below. Or you can look into other stuff like the Reddit's a great place to ask for help. I also help browse on over there. Seems like a cool game. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time waster, and for an initial price of free to however much to buy all the tribes, it really isn't that bad. I didn't have a single unit die in that entire game. But yeah, there we go. That's the, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and switch back on over to GIMP. Because I wanted to at least try to finish getting this character's hands done. So what this stream's really intended for is we're finishing up the art for the outro screen. It's been making a lot of progress. We're currently giving my character a body. We're gonna give him an outstretching hand. So like this, all the way to... What we're gonna do is put this here, 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 and then I'm kind of gonna stretch that up, and stretch this over. Nope, don't do that. And close this up over here. I'll need it to be about yay big. Maybe something similar to... something to that. And then we're going to fill the path in with this. So fill that in. I should be getting to bed now. Thanks for introducing me to the game and good luck with your outro. Yeah, absolutely. We do live streams every Sunday. So if you are interested in just watching more content and trying to get a better understanding about how it works, this is the perfect place to be doing that. There are also a lot of videos online. One fantastic user is going to be Goalie. But yeah, it's always great to have more people stopping by. You have a wonderful rest of your night. We're going to go ahead and add a new layer. And this one's going to be for the thumb. Fill in the path, fill. I needed to not fill that in yet. Control Z. Yeah, perfect. Fill. Nope. Now we're going to fill that in. Fill. New one. We're going to be swapping these layers. Pop up. This over to here. I'm gonna go and fill in this path. Fill this under. think I'm seeing a flaw here. I am definitely seeing a flaw here. We're going to continue just for a little bit longer. Here, 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 and there, to here, and then close this up, fill in the path, fill. And use this to here, boom, closed, and then I'll get rid of that. And I need fill in the path, fill. Boom, boom. New layer. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. And then we're gonna go all the way up to here, and we're gonna add a new layer. I'm just gonna completely overlay this here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Nope, I don't like the look of that. Alrighty, there we go. So if we grab all these hands, boom, 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 boom. Boom. We reduce this. And we're going to move the head below all these hand layers. There we go. Look at that. Click, 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 click. We can go ahead and just get rid of that hand copy layer. That is looking a lot nicer. There we go. There. So now our little character is looking over to the distance. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to grab this, we're going to duplicate, and then every thing inside of this, we're just going to merge, 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 come on, merge, 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 merge. And what I'm then going to go ahead and do is threshold %. Do that, inverse, back to the 15%. And then we're just gonna go ahead and paint bucket this thing black. Boom. Oh, we're gonna new layer. Boom. Nope. Fill hole selection. There we go. Much better. Boom. Perfect. And we can go ahead and deselect this area. And now we're doing the that's not what I wanted to do. TOLBBY shadow. Look at that. We got a shadow. No, fancy. So is there any tool? 3D transformation. Look at that. Ain't that perfect? All right, that's perfect right there. So we're gonna, I don't think 3D transformation is gonna be it. Gonna, set, readjust, do, readjust. What? No, don't. Much better. Control Z. Control Z. Control Z. We're just not going to use perspective. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. Unified transform. There. Shear. Ooh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. This to be 0. This. Shear. And after that, unified transform, scale. Z. The width. Oh, there was a way I could just lock one of those. Scale. And of course, we're going to put this shadow. Perfect. The shadow needs to be 50%. Good enough. Alright, next we're going to do a similar thing for the boat. that. Where's the boat? Where's the boat? We're gonna duplicate. We're gonna do a similar thing. Merge, 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 merge. Oh boy. Merge layer group. Merge layer group. Merge layer group. Merge layer group. Merge, 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 merge. So that way I can then select, boom. Grab the entire outside, inverse, inverse again. So we're going to go ahead and stick with the outside, and then we're going to select the shadow and delete. There we go. Look at that. Then on the shadow, we're also going to go ahead and grab the erasure, make it a tiny bit bigger, because there's no reason for there to be, we'll shift all, there's no reason for there to be just shadow in the water right there. Here we go. Then of course if I need to, which I feel like it needs to get a tiny bit darker, we can make it a tiny bit darker. There we go, that's not too bad. If I select the boat, we're gonna go ahead and delete the boat copy. So if I go to the boat, shade, what's this one at? 50? I thought so. There we go. So now we have a little Tolby character. And he's currently looking into the horizons to see what next adventures await us. It is 11:30 for me. It is time to go to sleep. Oh man. Not gonna lie, I really love doing stuff like this. Stuff, honestly, just being able to just do these is bringing up some old, a whole bunch of great times I'm having. You know what? Let's get that bridge done really fast. We're gonna go to the bridge, and then we're gonna do pretty much a very similar thing. Zoom all the way in. See, we're gonna go ahead and just shadow here. It's tricky. Control Z. There. Control Z. Do this one. Then we're going to go and fill in this path with more black. Edit layer group to 50%. Control Z. Z. Wow, I need to fix that shallow water because that's not going to work the way that I currently have set up. Sorry, so fill in the selected path. We're going to go ahead and edit that to that 50%. And for I'm going to go to this shallow. I'm going to duplicate this layer. Then what I'm going to do is we're going to magic brush, go to shadow, boom. So for this shallow, oh, actually that works just fine. I don't need to make a copy. We're going to go and get rid of that copy then. And deselect this layer. Seemed kind of wrong. Alrighty, I gotta zoom back in again. We're gonna fix that because it's wrong. So we're gonna go and deselect this shadow number 1. We're just gonna delete that, and we're gonna try this again. Bop 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 bop. I think I'd rather accidentally go a tiny bit too far. Tiny bit too far. And then just erase the extra stuff. Then moving away further. Delete that. Alright, fill in the path. And we're going to go ahead and go to erasure. Bring this way down. Oh, too far. There we go. All right, we'll save that. That looks a lot better. Boom, now we have a shadow for our bridge. We're not done putting the shadows on the bridges. We've got one more tiny little area that we can do. Shadow. Zoom in extra far. This is as far as we can zoom in. There, and close to here. Fill in the path, fill. And we're gonna also grab this, 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 this. Fill in the path. Excuse me. There. That's a lot better. We have shadows on our bridge. Yeah. We're gonna add a couple more. Add one here. Up. 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 Zoom in even further. Up, 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 up. No path. No. That's not bad. Looks a lot more appropriate. There we go. It is 11:30. It is time for us to call it a stopping place for tonight. What we're gonna do is once again export this. V3 PNG. There we go. That is our current progress. Oh yeah, it looks way better. Then I'm gonna go ahead and in the stream, we're gonna this art v2, we're gonna go and get rid of that, and we're gonna just add v3. Done. So I'm sure that's gonna look so much nicer as soon as we switch over to. Oh man, it's already looking way better already. Look at that. It is a lot closer to being done. Still got a lot of shading to do, especially for the crops. We still got to finish detailing the ground. We may add a couple characters in the background. They're going to be a lot smaller, not have a lot of detail on them, just so that way we have an idea about scaling, because of course we have, my character here in the front. And of course we got to finish that starfish, it's not done. And then I think I want to work on the gradients for the ocean, because yeah, that just doesn't look good right now with it just immediately cutting to blue. I tried a gradient earlier, but just having that as a gradient and the sky as a gradient didn't look great. But well, I guess what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna just add image. Yeah, we're just gonna do this for now. There we go. And here's the size of this, just ever so slightly. Perfect. There you go. So that way, you just have a stronger idea about where we currently are in the art. So it's not, and then we'll be switching to actually. Boom. we will switch to actually the slideshow for the other things. But yeah, we're really excited for the new naval update. Oh, I was gonna add jumping fish, because fish is not only in the coast, it's in the ocean too. Yeah, we've got a lot to do, but it's 11:30. I have work tomorrow, and we're gonna keep on improving on this and make this one the best that we possibly can until it's time to work on the next one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope, well, for me it's going to be night because I'm getting some sleep, but I hope y'all all have a wonderful rest of your night, a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see everybody again, if not sometime before, to just work on this art. We'll see you all next Sunday for the next live stream. Have a wonderful rest of your day.